Welcome to this vlog on Madeline's Magic. Today we are going to London Waterloo. Here you can see some scenery as I leave behind the city where I live. And some atmospheric train noises. Here you can see we've entered into London. You can tell by the architecture and lots of houses. There's a little plane there in the sky. Obviously had to capture that for some reason. More beautiful London. I used to live in London for about 4 years and I've just recently moved away. So coming back was quite fun for the day, to be honest. As you can see, we've got into central London now. Gone from Waterloo and I'm making my way over to Soho. And we are going to the Atlantis Bookstore, which is a magic bookstore, occult bookstore. It's the living history of magic in the UK. Now we're going over one of the bridges over the Thames. It wasn't a bad day. It was raining on and off, but it was quite nice. Here we are. This is the Atlantis Bookshop. It's an amazing place with a lot of rich history. If you know anything about Wicker, you'll know about Gerald Gardner, and he used to actually come here for meetings. I think even Aleister Crowley has been to this bookstore before. It opened in 1922, so it's actually 100 years old this year. It really is the living history of magic. Here you can see they've got their beautiful autumnal window display with some beautiful oracle cards and all different types of books. They have some signed copies of books as well, which is just amazing because they really are involved in the scene, in the occult, the Wicca, pagan, magic, witchcraft scene. And we made it inside. So I asked the lady who was working if I could film. I believe she's the daughter of the owner of the shop. She was really nice and really welcoming, and she said I was welcome to film. I did actually phone up and ask in advance, and they said it was fine as well. And she said to actually send the vlog over to her once it was done, so I will do that and I hope she likes it. Here are some zodiac badges. I thought they were really pretty. I actually got one for myself. I'm a Leo, so I got the lion. It's a little book that I thought was really cool. Feminine power, always. There's a real feel of sort of ancient magic in the shop. It's not a massive shop, but every sort of square inch has just so much rich history and you can really feel it. It's really palpable in there. So I think these are sort of the more modern books that they're probably selling. And they just have a beautiful array, a really amazing collection, to be honest. From all different corners of the world. It's amazing. Again, I think the ones that are sort of on display are slightly more kind of contemporary, perhaps more asked for, requested books. But as you can see, the extensive selection is just amazing. It's phenomenal. Let's see how many times I say amazing in this whole vlog. It really is though. I mean, just look at the selection that they've got. It's fantastic. It felt really cool to be walking on the same floorboards as Gerald Gardner, the founding father of Wicker. It's just incredible. Felt really surreal. I would love one day to be able to go downstairs in this building and see the room where they had the Wicker meetings. I felt as well that there was a sort of good sense of humour in there as well. It wasn't just very serious, very sort of ominous collection of books. It was just a really nice vibe in there as well. And as you can see, they've got up some bunting that says 1922 to 2022, 100 years, celebrating 100 years of magic. So if you're in the area, if you're in Soho, go and check out this bookshop. It is literally a gem. It is amazing. As you can see there in the top right hand corner, that is Madame Blavatsky. She is one of the founding members of the Theosophical Society. Some more Wicker books and tea leaf reading books. These were really cute as well, the little magic broomsticks. I thought they were so sweet. Some tea leaf reading cups. And these were really fun as well. They had some colouring books, sort of magic colouring books, which were great. The divining rods as well. I was tempted by them, but I'm on a bit of a budget at the moment. So many tarot cards. Brilliant selection of tarot cards. Really inclusive as well, you know. Just really extensive. The selection was incredible. I love the colour on these ones, they were amazing. And the design on some of these boxes were just stunning. Throughout this video, if you're watching and you feel anything sort of drawing towards you, just pause it and then maybe research it and see if you want to get that. I could have easily spent a lot of money in here and a long time. I did spend quite a long time in here just filming, but I could have spent all day. I wanted to ask a lot more questions, but I have anxiety, so sometimes asking things can be a bit daunting. There were other people coming in and out of the shop as well. I left a bit of the background noise in there just for some atmosphere. At one point it was kind of strange. As I was filming, I didn't notice anything, but then when I was editing this video, at one point it was almost like a whisper, and there was no one else around me, and I couldn't make out a word, but it was quite strange. But then, I mean, this place has got a lot of magical energy around it, so if there are spirits there, I would not be surprised. Some beautiful statues and pendulums. All of these books, I think they're notebooks, so if you wanted to do your book of shadows or just journaling or anything like that, they have loads of books like that of all different colours. I love the Gaia feminine divine statue in the background. That was beautiful. Loads of different candles as well, all different colours, all different sizes, plain or dressed. So many different statues, lots of ones Pan, we love Pan. And you can see on the wall there they have the correspondence to the colours, etc., which will help you if you're a newbie and you're choosing your candles and you're not sure what colours you want to get. I got a close-up of some of the Pan statues because I thought they were just great. Here's the Mother Maiden Crone statue. I love that. Well, that's what I interpret it as anyway. 3 aspects of femininity. All of these statues and figures are so detailed. The more you look, the more you see. So all of these now are, I believe they're all oracles, or most of them were oracles, oracle cards. The other side of the wall was more tarot cards, but these are mostly oracle cards. And the selection they had was just so good. So many different types. I was tempted by a lot, but as I say, I'm on a budget at the moment. I'd love to go back and maybe we'll get some then. Again, so much reading material, just so much knowledge, you know. I thought these were really cool. The Book of Runes, and you could get it with obviously the runes as well. Very cool. It was quite heavy. I mean, just look at the artwork on all of these boxes. Just beautiful. And now we're on to the other side of the wall. They had a lot more sort of historical books here about history of magic and that kind of thing. Some really ancient looking books that fascinated me, to be honest. I pulled out some really interesting things. I didn't get all of it on camera, but there's some absolute gems in here, seriously. This shelf was dedicated just to Crowley. In my opinion, obviously he's a bit of a controversial figure, but his contribution to magic is undeniable, so to the occult as well. I was trying to get a good shot of all of the books so that, again, if there was anything that stuck out to the people watching, then they could pause and research it and go and get it for themselves. This really interested me. I have a background in music production and sound, so I wanted to capture this book so that I could come back and probably look it up and get it myself. It looked fascinating. This is really interesting to me as well. I think that Christianity has changed the landscape of British religion, obviously. And it's just interesting to me, the religions that were practiced here before Christianity. You can see, again, the selection is so extensive. You've got Kabbalah as well. Alchemy. I actually picked up that little book, Sigils, as well. I bought the tea leaf reading book and the Sigils book and Zodiac sign. can see you've got another signed copy there. I kept wanting to film the floor as well, just so I could sort of look back at it when I went home and thought, I've walked on the same floor as Gerald Gardner and Aleister Crowley and all these people. Some beautiful crystal balls, glass balls for fortune telling, and then some scrying balls and a scrying plate. Some really beautiful silver pendants as well. And that's about it, ladies and gents and non-binary folk. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to say thank you very much to the lady in the shop who was really welcoming and kind, and hopefully I will come back sometime soon.